Hello everyone, Department of Regulatory Affairs, Srimati Kishoritai Bhoyar College of Pharmacy welcomes you to this video. Join us in celebrating World cGMP Day today on October 10th. Introduction to cGMP. Let us understand what is cGMP first. cGMP stands for Current Good Manufacturing Practice, a set of FDA-enforced regulations designed to ensure that pharmaceutical products are safe, effective, and of high quality. cGMP affects all aspects of the drug manufacturing process, from raw material sourcing to packaging and distribution. Current good manufacturing practice is the aspect of quality assurance that ensures that medicinal products are consistently produced and controlled to the quality standards appropriate to their intended use and as required by the product specification. GMP versus cGMP. Let's not get confused between GMP, that is good manufacturing practices, and cGMP, that is current good manufacturing practice. Although both the terms may sound similar, but there is a slight difference between them. GMP is the set of principles that help manufacturers develop processes to ensure and maintain quality. cGMP reflects current standards, meaning companies must continuously update their systems and technologies to meet modern requirements to assure quality. Why is cGMP important? Firstly, it protects public health, ensures drugs are safe and effective for human use. Quality consistency ensures that each product is manufactured to the same high standards. And also for legal requirement, non-compliance can result in FDA actions, such as recalls, warnings, or facility shutdowns. How cGMP works and key guidelines. How cGMP works. Design and development. Drugs are designed using validated scientific principles. Process control. Every stage is monitored, and risks are managed with strict controls. Personnel training. Employees must be qualified and continuously trained. Documentation. Detailed records ensure traceability and accountability throughout the process. Regular audits. Manufacturers are subject to regular internal and external audits to ensure compliance. Key guidelines of cGMP. Personnel. Qualified and trained staff are essential for ensuring product quality. Facilities and equipment. Manufacturing environments must be clean, well-maintained, and suitable for preventing contamination. Documentation. Proper records must be maintained at every stage of production to guarantee product traceability and quality. Quality control. Regular testing and validation ensure that products meet required standards before they reach the market. Supporting guidelines for cGMP. In addition to cGMP, several guidelines complement and enhance cGMP practices, such as HQ7, International Guidelines for the Manufacture of Active Pharmaceutical Ingredients, APIs. EU GMP Guidelines, the European Union's equivalent of cGMP, ensuring harmonization between the US and Europe. WHO GMP, World Health Organization's global standards for the production of pharmaceutical products. PIC-GMP, a global cooperative scheme aimed at harmonizing GMP standards among member countries to facilitate international trade and regulatory cooperation. 21 CFR Part 211 Overview. 21 CFR Part 211, also known as the Current Good Manufacturing Practice, cGMP, for finished pharmaceuticals, is a set of rules and regulations established by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, that outlines the minimum quality requirements for manufacturing, processing, packing, and storing of pharmaceutical drugs. It specifies the minimum cGMP requirements for preparation, processing, and packaging of drug products. Part 211 covers all aspects of production, from employee qualifications to product testing, packaging, and distribution. These regulations are designed to ensure that pharmaceuticals meet quality standards and are safe for human use. Subpart A, General Provisions. Subpart A of 21 CFR 211 contains scope and definition. Scope contains the minimum current good manufacturing practice for preparation of drug products for administration to humans or animals. And definitions contains explanations of the terms and references used in this part. Subpart B, Organization and Personnel. This subpart contains rules and regulations that must be followed by the organizations and the person working in that organization for maintaining quality and following cGMP guidelines. For example, as per Subpart B 211.22, responsibilities of Quality Control Unit are, A. There shall be a quality control unit that shall have the responsibility and authority to approve or reject all components, and the authority to review production records to assure that no errors have occurred, or, if errors have occurred, that they have been fully investigated. B. Adequate laboratory facilities for the testing and approval, or rejection, of components shall be available to the quality control unit. And as per Subpart B 211.28, personal responsibility, the person involved should maintain proper sanitation, should be punctual, and should wear proper clean clothes, etc. Subpart C, Buildings and Facilities. Rules and regulations that are applicable to buildings and facilities of manufacturing plant that are given in Subpart C. Basic guidelines and regulations such as proper spacing, ventilation, and cleanliness that need to be followed for cGMP are given in the subpart. Some of the regulation are: 1. Any building or buildings used in the manufacture, processing, packing, or holding of a drug product shall be of suitable size, construction, and location to facilitate cleaning, maintenance, and proper operations. 2. Adequate lighting shall be provided in all areas of the buildings. 3. Sewage, trash, and other refuse in and from the building and immediate premises shall be disposed of in a safe and sanitary manner. Subpart D, Equipment. Subpart D covers rules and regulations for the equipment used in the pharmaceutical industry and includes regulations for the design, construction, cleaning, and maintenance of equipment. These regulations are intended to ensure that the safety, quality, and purity of drug products are not compromised. For example, some of the regulation include: 1. Maintenance. All equipment used in manufacturing must be properly maintained and cleaned regularly to avoid contamination. 2. Calibration. Equipment must be periodically calibrated to ensure that it performs accurately and consistently. 3. Design. Equipment must be designed to facilitate cleaning and maintenance to avoid introducing contaminants into the product. Subpart E, Control of components, containers, and closures. Subpart E of 21 CFR Part 211 outlines the cGMP guidelines for the control of components, drug product containers, and closures. Some examples are as follows: 1. Components and drug product containers and closures shall at all times be handled and stored in a manner to prevent contamination. 2. Bagged or boxed components of drug product containers or closures shall be stored off the floor and suitably spaced to permit cleaning and inspection. 3. Drug product containers shall not be reactive so as to alter the safety, quality, or purity of the drug beyond the official requirements. Subpart F, Production and Process Controls. Subpart F covers production and process controls for finished pharmaceuticals. Its purpose is to ensure that drug products meet their stated identity, strength, quality, and purity. Some examples are: 1. Written procedures. All manufacturing processes must follow strict, written procedures to ensure consistent product quality. 2. Process validation. Processes must be validated to ensure they consistently produce a product that meets its intended quality and specifications. 3. Deviations. Any deviation from the written procedures must be investigated and documented. Subpart G, Packaging and Labeling Control. This subpart contains regulations applicable to packaging and labeling of finished products. It helps manufacturers and packagers in labeling and packaging of finished products so as to maintain quality as per cGMP guidelines. The guidelines included are: 1. Labeling accuracy. Labels must accurately reflect the drug's identity, strength, and proper usage. 2. Preventing mix-ups. Strict controls are required to ensure that only the correct labels are applied to drug products. 3. Tamper-evident packaging. Packaging should include features that help identify if the product has been tampered with. Subpart H, Holding and Distribution. Subpart H of 21 CFR 211 contains rules and regulations for the distribution and holding of drug products. The regulations in this section ensure that drug products are safe and effective during holding and storing of the products. The general guidelines include: 1. Storage conditions. Drug products must be stored in conditions that preserve their quality, such as appropriate temperature and humidity. 2. Distribution records. Detailed records of drug distribution must be maintained to allow for product recalls if necessary. 3. FIFO system. First in, first out. FIFO system is encouraged to ensure the oldest products are used or distributed first. Subpart I, Laboratory Controls. Subpart I outlines the regulations required for laboratory operations for pharmaceutical products so as to maintain quality, safety, and efficacy. Examples of some guidelines are: 1. Testing. Each batch of the drug must be tested for identity, strength, purity, and quality. 2. Validation of methods. All testing methods must be validated to ensure they provide accurate results. 3. Stability testing. Drugs must be tested over time to ensure they maintain their quality throughout their shelf life. Subpart J, Records and Reports. Maintaining records and reporting is an important part of cGMP guidelines. The regulations and guidelines that are required for preparing, maintaining records are given in Subpart J of 21 CFR 211. Some examples of regulations are: 1. Records shall be maintained for all components, drug product containers, closures, and labeling for at least 1 year after the expiration date. 2. Records required may be retained either as original records or as true copies such as photocopies, microfilm, microfiche, or other accurate reproductions of the original records. 3. Laboratory records shall include complete data derived from all tests necessary to assure compliance with established specifications and standards. Subpart K, Returned and Salvaged Drug Products. Subpart K contains guidelines and regulations for in case of products that are returned or products that are damaged during production process. These guidelines include 1. Return policy. Procedures must be in place to handle returned products. Products should be tested or inspected before they are reintroduced to the market. 2. Salvage operations. If a drug is salvaged, it must be thoroughly tested and evaluated to ensure it is not compromised in any way before being released for use. Conclusion. cGMP, ensuring safe and effective medicines. cGMP helps ensure that medicines are safe, effective, and produced to the highest standards of quality. Constant updates keep cGMP regulations in line with the latest technology and scientific knowledge. Compliance ensures consumer safety and maintains trust in pharmaceutical products. Thank you for your patient listening. Let's work for better practices.